Let's look at the first case, Mr. Zion Miller. If you can please step up to the podium in the middle. All right, Mr. Miller, let's see here. DA, can you please tell us the charges we have for Mr. Miller?
Yes, Your Honor, just a moment. Okay, so Mr. Miller is looking at distribution charges, possession of a controlled substance, PC 2-701, 95 months and $150,000 fine, and sale of a controlled substance, 130 months and $50,000 fine. Mr. Miller was witnessed doing multiple hand-to-hand, with local citizens. And then, of course, after collecting that evidence, the police moved in for the arrest, where he was found in possession of stolen cards, cloned cards, people's stolen identities, as well as a small amount of drugs and a firearm for which he does not have a license for. And yes, he is also facing I'm just looking this up. Okay, this is a binary weapon, so firearm class 2.
What's the maximum time he's facing? Maximum time and maximum fine that he's facing?
Just a moment. Okay, so he is looking at a 375 months in time, and then $355,000 fine.
Okay. Has the fine already been paid?
No, it has not.
Okay. All right. All right, thank you, DA. So, Mr. Miller, let's have a conversation. First, I need to know how you're pleading today. Are you pleading guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Sir, if you're speaking, I can't hear you. You might have to amplify yourself. Am I the only one that can't hear him?
I can't hear him either.
I see your lips moving, but I don't hear nothing. Nope. Check your voice box settings, Mr. Miller. Maybe you need a cough drop or. Is anyone hearing him? All I see is lips moving and teeth.
Mm-mm. I do not hear him.
Okay. All right, Mr. Miller, we are going to give you some time to get your.
Hello?
Oh, there we are. There we are. Okay.
Hello? Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what was happening.
All right. No worries. All right.
Uh,
So let's continue. So you're facing a lot of charges, Mr. Miller. So,
uh,
but I do need to know how you will plead before we begin. You can
uh,
plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest.
I was gonna say I wasn't caught with no firearm when she was reading that. I was only caught with a controlled substance.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Just a moment.
Zion Miller. So you didn't have a
So
Glock 19?
keep in mind we are also addressing incident
Oh, all my incidents?
870 873.
Oh, so then okay. I plead guilty.
Okay. All right. Mr. Miller, you do have the option for a plea deal or to throw yourself on the mercy of the court to reduce your fines and or your jail time. Would you like to tell us what happened or why you have, these controlled substances, all these guns? What's going on, Mr. Miller?
The gun was for my protection. It's a lot of stuff going out here in the streets of Atlanta right now. So, and I was just trying to make some money. Shit's hard out here. Nobody was trying to hire me.
What jobs did you apply for?
I was trying to apply to be a mechanic. They didn't take me. Then what else I did? I applied at the bar. I should be a barber. They didn't take me either. And then I just
And you just gave up and went to a life of drugs?
yeah, I guess you could say that. I'm still be looking for jobs as is now. I'm trying to get one now.
Where have you applied?
A new mechanic shop. They told me they told me they was gonna look into me. They told me to come up. After I told them I got caught though, so they couldn't see me now.
Okay, and which mechanic shop are you applying for?
I don't know. My friend just told me he was gonna hook me up.
Wait a minute. You apply for a job and you don't know the name of the business?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
What would you like to happen at this juncture, Mr. Miller?
You said what would I like to happen?
Yes. What would you like? What in a perfect world? What would happen right now, as far
I
as your
will.
sentencing is concerned? What do you think is fair for you?
I will. I say like 200 months, and then I just walk out the door.
Right, but then what happens after that?
I told you I applied. I told you I called my friend. He told me he was gonna hook me up with a mechanic job.
Interesting. Okay, DA, we've heard from Mr. Miller. What is your recommendation for sentencing?
Your Honor, my recommendation is a 0% reduction. I do believe that this king genuinely has fallen on hard times and may be having a hard time finding a job, but the city has done great at allowing multiple entrepreneurial opportunities, to both kings and queens that are, legal. More are being added all the time. Kings are able to sell, special hairbrushes, that do periodically make great money from time to time. Probably periodically even does better than the street candy, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe it is a matter of choice and not circumstance that this king is stood before us today. And I am prepared to prove that going forward, but I don't recommend a reduction.
And as for his fine, you still hold him at the maximum of 355,000.
Yes. However, if he is able to hold a job for 15 days, I will write him a letter of recommendation when he's up for expungement.
Okay. Okay. Fines. Okay. And Mr. Miller, what do you think about the DA's recommendation? Do you think it's fair?
Yeah, yeah, I like that.
Okay. All right. So ordered. Mr. Miller,
Thank you.
you will serve 375 months in jail at the prison. You will pay 355,000 in fines to the court.
375, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, 375 months and 355,000 for your fines. And if you are able to provide to the DA 15 days of employment, proof of your clock ins of 15 days of employment, she will not contest an expungement of your record, which is really great because if you get an expungement, it's like you're a first time offender and all is well. You can even apply for government jobs and so on and so forth. Um, all right. Do we have any of our officers? Oh, there we go. Officer Jackson? Mr. Miller is to be invoiced for 355,000 in fines, and you can take him to do his time. He's being sent up for 375 months. So ordered.
You want me to go ahead and take him, Judge?
Officer Jackson, you can take him. Are you also able to invoice him, or is the DA? DA, do you want to invoice him before he is remanded into custody?
Sure, just a moment.
Okay.
Okay, 9, 10, 873, 861. I'm just adding the incident numbers to it. Okay, there you go. He's been billed.
Okay. All right, officer, you can take him. He's remanded to custody.